Chapter 7. Levels of Identity and Components of Mind. In this section, we will provide 2 exercises that can, with practice, assist you to begin the process of awakening the multidimensional aspects of your identity. In Exercise 1, the monitor technique is geared towards developing mental focusing ability while in the dream state and to train the mind and body to begin organizing dream experience into sequences that are recognizable to the personality. As these skills develop, the dream state can be used to access guidance and information pertinent to the personality in the waking state of consciousness. This exercise is particularly useful when attempting to discover whether you have had contact or abduction experiences with ET or other dimensional beings in this lifetime, and to access more information and memory pertaining to such contact. The exercise is also useful in applications of memory and data retrieval not related to the contact abduction phenomena. Exercise 2, the induction technique, is intended to assist the body and mind of the three-dimensional personality to come into greater alignment and harmony with the personal soul matrix, identity levels stationed in dimensions 4 through 6. This exercise utilizes rudimentary functions of Keylontic morphogenetic science, whereby Keylontic symbol codes are used to reconstruct the organization of the personal Keylon crystal body, the crystalline latticework blueprint for the body and consciousness that is composed of ultra-microparticle units called particuli. The existing arrangement of Keylon codes within the crystalline morphogenetic body will be subtly rearranged to produce greater conductivity of energy and awareness between the physical body, three-dimensional personality, and the soul matrix. This realignment of existing Keylon codes prepares the body for dormant DNA code activations that can be initiated through Keylontic science DNA activations exercises. This exercise does not activate dormant DNA codes, but prepares the body to better synthesize later DNA activations. Thus, it is considered to be a Keylon code pre-activation exercise. In using any form of hypnotic or consciousness expansion technique, it is important to first have a rudimentary understanding of the multidimensional mental processes involved in such manipulations of consciousness. You do not have to understand the complex workings of the brain and neurological structure to create a working comprehension of the mind and the attributes of consciousness associated with that facility. It is, however, useful to have a basic model of the structure of multidimensional identity in order to gain sovereignty over the processes associated with the multidimensional mind. For this reason, we will provide the following model of multidimensional identity and a brief introduction to the components of mind associated with these identity levels. Using this framework, you will be able to begin learning to direct multidimensional energy into effective transformational patterns on a conscious level. At your present stage of evolution, much of these energy directing functions takes place on the levels of awareness that are beyond your conscious view. As your consciousness evolves, these functions will progressively come under your conscious direction. The 6 primary levels of identity and the 4 components of mind. The mind is an attribute of consciousness. The mind does not produce consciousness. Consciousness is not a product of mind, but rather the mind is a structure of energy that consciousness creates and uses in order to participate within realities that have their basis in differentiated perception. Perception itself is an attribute of consciousness and mind. It is the product of consciousness using the facilities and structures of mind. The mind is the portion of your identity that allows you to experience individuality. The mind exists as a large conglomerate of electromagnetic energy units called particuli, which span multiple dimensional fields. Consciousness itself does not possess form other than the units of electrotonal energy of which it is composed, particuli, but consciousness uses form constructions such as the mind, to create the experience of differentiated perception. The form construction of the mind is created through organized groupings of particle units or electrotonal units of consciousness. The form construction of the mind has multiple levels that correspond directly to the form construction of the 15-dimensional universe. Dimensions exist as smaller unified fields of energy within the larger structures of the universal and cosmic unified fields. Like the structure of the mind, the cosmos is also composed of organizations of particle units that form a crystalline matrix upon and within which all differentiated forms and identities are created. Dimensions are smaller organizations of crystalline particle structure that form distinct bands of frequency, patterns of electromagnetic, light, sound, and scalar waves that serve to arrange consciousness in ways through which perception and dimensionalized creation can take place. The structure of the mind is interwoven with the greater structures of the cosmic unified field. Both the structures of the cosmos and the structures of the individual mind are composed of the electrotonal energy substance of particle units, units of electrotonal consciousness, and thus the structures of the cosmos and its inherent universes can be viewed in terms of the universal and cosmic mind. The individual mind exists and takes place within the dimensionalized construction of the cosmic mind. In simple terms, the individual mind is composed of consciousness that manifests as electromagnetic microparticles that travels in dimensionalized bands of frequency and which creates the contours of manifest form and identity. The bands of frequency that form the mind structure are composed of particle units that group to form interwoven fibers or strings of particle, called particle grids. Particle grids further group to form keylons, the crystalline structures that form the blueprints for identity and matter manifestation. The keylon blueprint is the morphogenetic field, form-holding template, upon which the structures of the mind and body are built. Within the greater construction of a 15-dimensional universal matrix, the personal identity possesses a 15-dimensional morphogenetic field, a keylon body, that energetically connects the individual identity to the universe and to the cosmos. In universal structure, the 15 dimensions are grouped into a triad of 3 dimensions each, forming 5 interwoven, overlaid reality fields that are called harmonic universes, or HU. Each individual mind has a level of triadic identity, or 3-dimensional identity, stationed within the frequency bands of the 5 harmonic universes. The portion of mind that is known as the earthly identity represents the portion of the mind that exists within harmonic universe 1, the portions of personal consciousness that is stationed within the frequency band of dimensions 1, 2, and 3. This HU1 triadic identity is one of 6 primary identity levels that exist within the cosmic unified field. The 6 primary levels of multidimensional identity are as follows. Triadic Identity 1, the Taran, the Incarnate Matrix, Harmonic Universe 1, composed of frequency bands from dimensions 1, 2, and 3, includes the Subconscious, Instinctual, and Reasoning Mind, represents the individual mind matrix or personal logos. Triadic Identity, the Dora, the Soul Matrix, Harmonic Universe 2, composed of frequency bands from dimensions 4, 5, and 6, includes the astral mind, the archetypal mind, and the angelic or celestial mind. Collectively called the Superconscious mind, represents the race mind matrix, or collective logos. Triadic Identity, the Tura, the Oversoul matrix, Harmonic Universe 3, composed of frequency bands from dimensions 7, 8, and 9, includes the Etheric mind, the Monadic mind, and the Kyriatric mind, collectively called the Causal mind, represents the planetary mind matrix, or planetary logos. Triadic identity, the avatar, the Dolar matrix. Harmonic universe 4, composed of frequency bands from dimensions 10, 11, and 12. Includes the Christiac mind, the Buddhiac mind, and the Nirvanic mind. Collectively called the Metaconscious mind, represents the galactic mind matrix, or solar logos. Triadic identity, the Rishi, the solar matrix. Harmonic universe 5, composed of frequency bands from dimensions 13, 14, and 15. Includes the Particle mind, the Partikai mind, and the Partika mind. Collectively called the Universal Conscious mind. Represents the Universal Mind Matrix, or Universal Logos. Identity level, the Geomancy, the Unisei Matrix. The sixth primary level of multidimensional identity exists beyond the structure of 15-dimensional construction. Collectively called the Cosmic Conscious Mind. Represents the Cosmic Mind Matrix, or the Cosmic Logos. It represents an eternal gestalt of identity that is non-dimensionalized and free from space-time matter orientation, a level of mind that exists as part of the One Mind, or the source mind of the core creative force. This identity level is called the geomantic entity, or geomancy. All other levels of identity and mind in the structures of all dimensional systems exist within the crystalline latticework morphogenetic blueprint of the geomantic entity gestalt identity. Through the geomancy, all things, beings, and consciousness are connected to and contained within the central creative gestalt identity of source mind. The structure of the 6 primary levels of multidimensional identity represents a literal family tree of consciousness through which all humans are connected to each other, all other life forms, and the universes, the cosmos, and source mind. One mind, God. From the perspective of the Harmonic Universe 1 incarnate identity, the process of evolution is the process of incorporating all 6 levels of multidimensional identity into the conscious cognition of I Am. The first step in awakening multidimensional identity is to bring the superconscious mind of the Harmonic Universe 2 soul matrix into conscious recognition within the biologically focused personality. This process is called soul integration. Within the process of soul integration, you are primarily dealing with 4 components of mind: the subconscious mind of D1 frequency bands, the instinctual mind of D2 frequency bands, the reasoning mind of D3 frequency bands, and the superconscious mind of D4 through D6 soul matrix gestalt. Soul integration comes with conscious assimilation of these 4 components of mind. The 4 components of mind. 1. The subconscious mind, body consciousness, cellular memory facility. Key functions: data storage. Stores perceptual imprints from various components of mind and stores directional impulses from the superconscious mind, through which the body receives its operational orders from the soul matrix. The subconscious mind is composed of particle units and Keylons. It exists as a minute crystalline blueprint within the cellular structure of the body and serves as a memory storage facility and regulator of the body's autonomic processes. Memory is stored within the cells and Keylon codes of the entire body, not just within the brain. The biological memory of the subconscious mind is called the cellular memory. The subconscious mind is the portion of your personal identity that manifests as the physical body form and the crystalline blueprint within the molecular structure. It represents the body consciousness. It is this portion of identity that is being accessed when using techniques such as hypnosis. The subconscious mind translates energy signatures from the dimensional unified fields of energy into perceptual data such as light, sound, taste, smell, touch, temperature, objectified form, and linear passage through time. Working co-creatively with the other components of mind, the subconscious mind creates the holographic illusion of three-dimensional matter, objectified space, and linear passage through time. Keylontic symbol codes are the languages of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind translates thoughts, ideas, and beliefs into Keylontic symbol codes of light, sound, and electromagnetic standing wave patterns that direct the morphogenetic Keylon structure of the body. Thoughts will thus affect the health or disease of the body, as their biological Keylontic translations will either assist or impede the flow of energy between the body, the personality, and the soul matrix. The reasoning mind can use Keylontic symbol codes to direct the processes of the subconscious mind and body and to access information stored within cellular memory. The subconscious mind is primarily associated with frequency bands of D1, the physical body, the first DNA strand, the base chakra, and the etheric body, which is the first level out from the physical body, levels of bioenergetic field. Number 2, the instinctual mind, the emotional intuitive facility. Key function, data relay. To relay directional electrical impulse and information from the soul matrix, superconscious mind, into cellular memory storage within the body, subconscious mind. The instinctual mind is also composed of partakai and Keylons. It exists as a minute crystalline blueprint within and surrounding the body and serves to draw information in the form of electrical impulse from the soul matrix into the subconscious mind cellular memory. Emotions and intuition represent translations of information from the soul matrix or superconscious mind as they are relayed to the subconscious mind via the instinctual mind. The instinctual behavior of animals occurs through a similar process of information downloading from the collective species soul matrix into cellular memory. Originally, the human instinctual mind was intended to hold the individuated identity in place while keeping the identity intimately connected to the soul matrix and to the guiding impulses of the superconscious mind. Due to ancient DNA manipulations of the human gene code, the electrical impulses from the soul matrix are unable to fully process into the cellular memory of the body. The impulses pull within the bioenergetic field, creating an area of disorganized, chaotic energy between the body, personality, and soul identity. This area of chaotic energy represents the first level of dream reality that the consciousness will encounter as it disassociates from the body consciousness during sleep. The instinctual mind sets the organizational sequence of memory as it will be programmed into the body. Due to the present DNA distortion within the instinctual mind memory of multidimensional experience, dream reality and cognition of the superconscious mind is jumbled within the cellular memory and appears fragmented to the reasoning mind. Repression of emotion and intuition contribute to the distortion of the instinctual mind and can create exaggerated physical, emotional, and psychological and memory distortions within the identity. Keylontic science techniques can be used to sidestep the area of chaotic energies within the instinctual mind to create clearer memory retrieval, dream recall, and communication between the body, subconscious mind, reasoning mind, and the superconscious mind. Keylontic DNA realignments and activations can be used to correct the genetic distortion of the instinctual mind. The instinctual mind is primarily associated with frequency bands of D2, the emotional and intuitive awareness, the second DNA strand, the second sacral chakra, and the emotional body, second level out from the physical body, levels of auric field. Number 3, the reasoning mind, the logical, rational facility. Key function: data assimilation, translation, and manifestation. Assimilates electrical impulse data from the other components of mind, translates these impulses into patterns recognizable to the waking personality, and assists in the holographic projection manifestation of electrotonal Keylon codes from the cellular memory into externally perceivable reality. The reasoning mind is composed of particle units and Keylons. It exists as a minute crystalline blueprint within and surrounding the body and serves to synthesize and translate data from other components of mind into a holographic representation of external, three-dimensionally perceivable reality. It is intended to allow the identity to observe and experience the illusion of matter density, and to perceive and interact with objectified space, time, and form. The reasoning mind also assists the superconscious mind soul matrix in the manifestation of the biological organism, and serves to direct many functions within the subconscious mind body and the instinctual mind emotions and intuition. The reasoning mind was designed to assimilate electrical impulses from all fields of perception into a solidified and coherent picture that allows for the experience of individuated biological identity within the framework of space-time matter. It is a synthesizer of energy, translator of Keylontic codes, and projector of holographic imagery. Part of the reasoning mind utilizes the physical brain and neurological structure. Portions of the reasoning mind exist within the structures of the body consciousness and work co-creatively with the subconscious mind. Other portions of the reasoning mind exist within the instinctual mind and the superconscious mind of the soul matrix. The reasoning mind is multidimensional, and it is simultaneously focused within the four components of mind. It represents the organizational aspect of mind through which perceptual data from all components of mind can be brought together into a cohesive reality picture. The ego-conscious personality represents the portions of the reasoning mind that is primarily focused within the frequency bands of the third dimension, which looks out upon the illusion of matter, space, and time. The dream self or higher self and the astral self represent the portions of the reasoning mind that are interwoven with the superconscious mind within the soul matrix. They serve to assimilate higher dimensional experience and information into terms comprehensible to the ego identity. Due to genetic distortions in the present level of genetic evolution, humans must disassociate the consciousness from the ego and the body during sleep in order to have full conscious focus within the body of the dream self, astral self, or soul matrix. The intuitive self represents the portion of the reasoning mind that is intertwined with the instinctual mind and emotional body, which serves to unite the physical body, cellular memory, subconscious mind, with the higher dimensional levels of identity. The dream self, higher self, the astral self, and the intuitive self represent portions of the reasoning mind that operate, experience, and perceive simultaneously with the ego self, whether or not the ego is consciously aware of these perceptions. Information gained through the various portions of the reasoning mind can become available to the ego personality if the ego accepts its responsibility for being the conscious director of energy that it was intended to be. The ego can build a bridge between the dream self, higher self, the intuitive self, and the astral self through learning to expand its attention by working with Keylontic science. As the ego begins to assimilate the other portions of the reasoning mind, the seeming barriers between the dream self, astral self, soul matrix, and body consciousness will begin to dissolve. When fully assimilated, the reasoning mind will have conscious, multidimensional perception and the ability to direct the subconscious and instinctual minds, and the physical body, emotions, and intuitions that manifest through the lower minds, through conscious interaction with the superconscious mind of the soul matrix. The reasoning mind is primarily associated with the frequency bands of D3, the logical rational mental awareness, the third DNA strand, the third solar plexus chakra, and the mental body, which is the third level out from the physical body, levels of bioenergetic field. Number 4. The superconscious mind. the group soul matrix. Note: the second triadic identity of the multidimensional identity structure exists within the D4 through D6 frequency bands of Harmonic Universe 2. Key function: creation of experiential templates and individual identities in Harmonic Universe 1. Serves as the creative intelligence behind the manifestation of the individuated identities and experiential events in Harmonic Universe 1. The Superconscious Mind Soul Matrix is composed of particle units and Keylons. It exists as a minute crystalline blueprint within and surrounding the matter body in Harmonic Universe 1 and Harmonic Universe 2, and serves as the creative intelligence behind and within sets of 12 physical bodies, identities, incarnates that exist in different space-time locations within Harmonic Universe 1. The Soul Matrix is composed of dimensional frequency bands 4 through 6 and holds the template for biological manifestation, life purpose, and experiential dramas within the lower dimensional fields of Harmonic Universe 1. The superconscious mind of the Soul Matrix replicates itself through electromagnetic fission, then fragments the replica of its consciousness into sets of 12 individuated identities that become singular biological incarnational identities, which are simultaneously placed within the space-time fields of Harmonic Universe 1. Each of the 12 identities in a Harmonic Universe 1 set or soul family are directly connected to each other and to the original superconscious mind through the morphogenetic Keylontic structure of the Soul Matrix. The Soul Matrix holds the developmental evolutionary blueprint and memory for each of its Harmonic Universe 1 incarnates, and serves to guide the Harmonic Universe 1 incarnational personalities to their highest evolution through information communicated by electrical impulses sent into the Harmonic Universe 1 body through the instinctual mind. Within the Soul Matrix, the memory of the purposes and intentions for each individual Harmonic Universe 1 life is stored, as well as the memory of the greater purposes and intentions for the set of the 12 simultaneous incarnations. Each HU1 incarnate has free will and can choose to override the impulses sent to it by the Soul Matrix. But the highest evolution and greatest fulfillment of the incarnate comes from following the directives of the superconscious mind. The superconscious mind represents the creative and organizational component of the mind through which the individuated identity is imbued with purpose, intention, motivation, and the literal life force energy through which the HU1 body is sustained. Embodiment of the Soul Matrix through the evolutionary process of the soul integration allows the lower dimensional components of mind to fully assimilate into an advanced state of consciousness through which the identity recognizes the plural nature of its simultaneous existence in various dimensions and space-time locations. The Soul Matrix identity manifests as a singular, less dense matter body within the frequency fields of Harmonic Universe 2 and experiences its Harmonic Universe 1 incarnates as cellular memory of its smaller, simultaneous manifestations that exist in Harmonic Universe 1. The incarnate identity was designed to expand back into the Soul Matrix identity following death or transmutation of Harmonic Universe 1 physical body. The Soul Matrix and Superconscious Mind connect to Harmonic Universe 1 incarnates and the Harmonic Universe 2 soul body to the higher dimensional levels of identity and to the original geomantic entity gestalt that exists eternally beyond the dimensionalization. The Soul Matrix, Superconscious Mind, connects directly to the Oversoul Matrix Causal Mind of Harmonic Universe 3, Dimensions 7, 8, and 9. The Superconscious Mind represents the portions of your personal identity that holds the awareness of who I was before I came here, and why you, as a consciousness, chose your particular incarnation. It is connected to the astral identity, the group incarnational soul, and also to the race mind, species mind, and planetary consciousness, as well as to the mind networks of you and your incarnational selves that exist within parallel universe systems. It represents the collective consciousness of your archetypal identity that knows itself as a singular being composed of many within the less dense matter fields of Harmonic Universe 2. The superconscious mind contains the D4 astral mind, the D5 archetypal mind, and the D6 angelic celestial mind. The superconscious mind of the soul matrix is primarily associated with the frequency bands of D4, D5, and D6. The astral, archetypal, and angelic awareness, DNA strands 4, 5, and 6, chakras 4, 5, and 6, and the astral, 4th level out of the physical body, archetypal, 5th level out of the physical body, and the angelic 6th level out of the bioenergetic field. Speaker Vladimir Ron through Kina Matrix, Ranthia Transmittance Pattern, February 26, 1997, updated January 15, 1999. The Dream-time Self-Hypnosis Exercise. The Monitor Technique. The following exercise is formatted for retrieval of memory and information pertaining to the phenomena related to experiences of contact and/or abduction by ET or other dimensional visitors. The format can be adjusted to reflect other areas of interest by substituting the desired area of exploration for the target questions during the exercise. Choosing a target. Prior to using this exercise, you are to decide upon a target that will organize the mental focus and memory retrieval processes within the dream state. The target can be a direct question, such as, have I been involved with ET or OD visitor activity in this lifetime? Or, are there any unusual events related to UFOs in the past during this lifetime of which I should now be aware? If using a question as the target, it is best to use your own wording and to be specific in what information you are asking to receive. If you are bilingual, phrase the question in the language that is native to your childhood. Write the question down in a notebook and keep this, with a writing instrument, next to your bed. You may use other targets, such as feelings or event targets, either singly or in combination with the target question. If there is a period of time in your life from which memory seems noticeably vague, periods in which you feel you may have experienced missing time, or events in which you remember having a strange encounter or sighting, these also make good target events. For non-visitor related format, past areas of trauma, uneasiness, or confusion can be used as target events. You will simply call the event or time period to mind, becoming aware of the feelings or imagery associated with it. Then lasso the image or sensation using mentally directed imagery. In your mind's eye, draw a circle of energy around the inner image or sensation, leaving a tail of energy dangling from the visualized circle. You may draw the image and the lasso in your notebook if you wish. A third way to decide upon a target is to ask your body consciousness, subconscious mind, directly for a body target within the cellular memory. Recline in a relaxed position and take several slow, deep breaths until you notice that your heart and breathing rates are slowing slightly. Clear and still the mind. Mentally direct a question to the body consciousness, realizing that you are literally communicating with a portion of your identity that is aware within the body cells. Ask the body if there is a particular area of memory being held in cellular memory that would help you to locate the information you seek. Ask it to direct your attention to a specific area of the body in which that memory is stored, then still the mind again. Next, place your attention within the body and imagine that you are scanning its energy signature from the inside out. Begin at the feet and slowly sweep your attention upward through the body, becoming aware of the inner structures of bone, tissue, organs, etc. As you scan, notice any areas that give you a different impression, sensation, image, or feeling than the other areas. You may feel a slight tingling in the body target area, a sense of heat or cold, or you may get mental imagery of color change or a mental picture of the body area to which the subconscious mind is guiding you for the memory retrieval. Some people may receive a direct language translation from the subconscious mind, in which a thought such as the left knee may come to your awareness. If you focus your attention clearly and keep your mind still, you will receive some indication from the body consciousness as to what area of the body holds the memory in question. Once you have the target body area, mentally lasso this area with a circle of energy within your mind's eye, keeping the clear intention that you will retrieve the pertinent memory within the dream state. You may also want to make a note of the body target in your notebook. Prior to sleep. You may choose your target at any time, then keep your notebook handy as you prepare for sleep. It is suggested to use this exercise when you plan to get at least 4 full hours of sleep, rather than in shorter sleep periods. As you recline, review the pre-selected target notes in your notebook and focus your attention on that target. Holding the target in mind, begin to relax the body. Starting at the feet, visualize a white mist surrounding the feet. Imagine the mist moving down through the feet, touching all parts, both internally and externally. Imagine a feeling of lightness spreading through the feet as the mist gently flows over, through and into the cells of the feet. Move your attention and the mist slowly up the legs, stopping over and concentrating the mist in areas until the sensation of lightness is felt. As you move past an area on the body, imagine that this area of the body has become invisible as the mist moves away from it, as if you are rolling up the body from the feet upward, as you might do with a sleeping bag. Continue to move the mist upward until you reach the head area, creating the feeling of lightness or not there-ness in all body parts. If you fall asleep before finishing this visualization, simply practice again during the next sleep period, telling your body and subconscious mind that you will remain consciously aware throughout the exercise and once you have entered the dream state. With practice of these self-hypnotic commands, you will train your consciousness to follow these instructions. Once the visualized mist has reached your head, imagine that it is pulling together, concentrating into a small pinpoint of light directly over your forehead near the brow area on the 6th chakra. Hold the image of the pinpoint of light in your mind's eye for a few moments until you can see it clearly. You will now mentally name the pinpoint of white light. It will be called Monitor. Monitor represents the concentrated focus of your awareness, and you will take it with you into the dream state. It may take several attempts before you are able to remain awake this far into the exercise, but do not become discouraged. Continue to use the visualization until you have trained your consciousness to hold the focus. Success will come with consistent repetition. 3 days on, 2 days off is a good format to use in training your consciousness to hold such a focus. Give yourself the mental command of Monitor on. This will send a subliminal message to the four components of mind that you are intending to be consciously aware and operable within the dream state. After giving the monitor on command, you will next visualize a circle of blue light surrounding the pinpoint of white light. This step is important as it is programming your consciousness to align with the soul matrix in the sleep state. The circle represents a Keylontic symbol code that will allow your consciousness to pass through the chaotic confusion of the instinctual mind and into the soul matrix by the dream self. The color blue represents a frequency of light that translates into sound patterns of the fifth dimension, where the center of the soul matrix is stationed. Using this frequency and visualization will harmonically align your consciousness with the consciousness of your archetypal mind. This symbol code will assist the reasoning mind of your dream self and the reasoning mind of your waking focus that you are bringing into the dream to merge successfully in the dream state. It will further direct the unified reasoning mind into the superconscious mind of the soul matrix. As you relax with the image of the white pinpoint of light, monitor, within the blue circle symbol code, call to mind the target you have previously lassoed. Imagine the contents of the lasso, the target you have previously placed within its boundaries, and try to sense the energy signature of the contents. There will be a feel to the contents of the lasso, which represents the Keylon code morphogenetic energy identity of the thoughts, images, emotions, and sensations contained within the lasso. Next, color the lasso symbol code yellow gold. This will program the subliminal suggestion that the intellectual reasoning mind will be operable within the dream and will serve to organize the dream information for retrieval by the waking consciousness. Mentally take the dangling tail of the golden lasso and connect it to the monitor pinpoint of white light. Visualize the monitor pulling the lasso into its center until all that remains is a tiny golden speck of light at the center of the white pinpoint of light. Now give the mental command, Monitor Retrieve. Continue to visualize the blue circle surrounding the white point of light with the gold speck of light at its center as you fall asleep. Become aware of your breathing rhythm, and with each inhale begin to move the symbol code inward towards the center of your brain, the pineal gland specifically. With each exhale, imagine the symbol code expanding outward to encompass your head and body if you still find yourself being aware of the body's position. Contract the symbol code into your brain with each inhale and expand it outward to encompass your head and body with each exhale, synchronizing this visualization with your breathing rhythm. This allows the subliminal symbol code to become programmed in the cellular memory. Take 4 to 6 breaths, then stop at the final inhale, positioning the symbol at the center of your brain. Next, visualize a small version of yourself riding at the center of the symbol code, as if you are driving the symbol as a vehicle that will carry you into the dream state. You are, and it will. As the driver, give the mental command, Monitor Retrieve, keeping the image of the symbol code in mind and simultaneously feeling yourself within it. Begin spinning the symbol code counterclockwise. Imagine the front of your body as the face of a clock, with the digit 12 position at the top of the head and the digit 3 position to the left. To spin the symbol counterclockwise, spin it towards the right where the digit 9 position would be. Trace the spin in your mind while visualizing the symbol image and repeating the mental command, Monitor Retrieve, as you fall asleep. As you awaken. As you awaken, you will train your mind to remember the symbol code as you come into the consciously awake state. First, try to recall the symbol, even before focusing your attention on any dream material that may be present. The symbol will serve to organize recall into patterns pertinent to information that you seek. Keep your eyes closed and allow yourself to awaken slowly, and try to observe the levels of consciousness that you pass through as you slowly emerge from the sleep state. Bring the symbol into focus in your mind as soon as you are able. Once you see the symbol, clearly give the command, "Monitor Retrieve." Repeat the command several times in your mind, then focus your attention on your breathing rhythm. With each inhale, imagine that you feel the energy of the dream material pulling up from the depths of the dream world, collecting within the center of the symbol. Continue to breathe the energy up into the symbol for as long as you feel the stream of energy flowing. You will reach a point when you feel this stream of energy depleting, growing fainter, until you can no longer feel the movement of this stream of energy. It may take a few sessions before you can sense the beginning of this stream of energy, but it will be there. When you sense the end of the energy stream, take 3 more natural breaths as the energy settles into the symbol code. Your symbol code is now loaded with electrically encoded data from the other components of mind as derived through the dream state. Moving your body slowly, pick up your notebook and writing instrument. Then recline with these in hand and close your eyes again. Focus on your breathing again and give the command, "Monitor Retrieve." Allow the energy contained within the symbol to expand into your body in awareness with your breathing rhythm, expanding the energy with each exhale. This process downloads the digital data from the symbol code into the cellular memory, following the organizational instructions of the symbol code. Keeping your mind calm and focused on the exercise will allow images, thoughts, and emotional impressions from your dream experience to emerge within your mind. With practice, they will. Give yourself the mental command to record as the dream impressions emerge from the symbol into your mind, and allow the images or feelings to flow without being interrupted by other thoughts or body movements. At times, the emotional imprint will come first, and if you will allow it to flow, it will lead to dream imagery. At some point, the flow of sensations and images will stop, and you will sense a settling of the energy. This indicates that you have processed the body of dream material that you retrieved from the sleep state. Moving slowly and remaining focused and relaxed, open your eyes and write down the dream impressions and any commentary that comes to mind. Do not worry about sequence or content in the early weeks of using this exercise, but rather focus upon training your consciousness to use the memory retrieval format. The sequence, content, and meaning of the dream impressions will become clearer as your subconscious mind internalizes the new Keylonta code program. Applications and indications. The monitor technique is a good place to begin in exploring and utilizing the inner contours of your consciousness. It will take practice to remember the steps of this exercise, and practice is needed for the subliminal Keylonta symbol code organizational program to take within the Keylontic crystalline blueprint of the subconscious mind. After 3 days of practicing the entire exercise, use only the symbol code image in the command "Monitor Retrieve" prior to sleep for the next 2 days. Begin the entire exercise again on the 3rd day and continue the 3-day long version, 2-day short version format for 4 to 6 weeks. Following 6 to 8 weeks of consecutive training, you should be able to use Only the target missed monitor retrieve command symbol code image portions of the exercise to create the same results as the entire long version of the exercise, as the program will then operate on a subconscious level. After this time, you should observe a noticeable difference in your dream content and recall, and you should be able to easily elicit from the dream state answers to preset questions. When using this exercise to discover whether or not you have visitor contact or abduction-related memories, it is best to phrase the target question in a way that can be answered in a yes or no format. The first target question could be, is there visitor contact-related material stored within the cellular memory of this lifetime? Using such a simplified target, it should take no longer than 3 to 4 days to retrieve an answer as to whether visitor involvement should be a subject for further exercises. Once you become familiar with this technique, you should be able to retrieve specific and detailed information regarding your target question. This technique can be used for problem solving and to generate new creative material, as well as to retrieve memories. Individuals who are not generally prone to dream recall should find more dream memory surfacing into consciousness with practice of this exercise. At first, the recall may appear fragmented. In using this exercise with a positive attitude, you should see results similar to those experienced by people with avid dream recall, but it may just take more practice. We might add that people who believe they do not dream, or who have no dream recall, may harbor hidden beliefs about dreaming that operate as subliminal suggestions, serving to block the recollection of dreams. Dreaming is a natural and intrinsic part of human consciousness at your present stage of evolution, and some recall should be apparent, even if it is sporadic. If no dream recall is experienced, you may be holding the hidden idea that dreams are insignificant and thus not worthy of attention. Or you may feel that dreams represent a frightening and chaotic portion of your psyche, and you may avoid recall because it threatens your sense of personal control. In either case, such ideas will suppress your memory of natural dream activity. You do dream. So it is not a matter of having no dreams, but rather that you inadvertently block them by ideas that you hold. In such cases, it is helpful to examine your ideas about dreaming and perhaps change your ideas to reflect the new understanding that dreams are a safe and natural way to gain practical and pertinent information. Dreams are not chaotic, and they do possess a natural associative organization. Dreams will appear disorganized to the consciousness that is not yet skilled in sequential retrieval. As with any other learned activity, skill level improves with education and practice. People inclined to dream recall may see rapid results from this exercise. Frequent episodes of lucid dreaming or projection of consciousness from the dream state may begin to occur. You may gain more clarity and sequential consistency in dream recall, and you may find yourself aware of simultaneous dreaming, in which you catch yourself participating in several dream dramas at the same time. As the Keylonta symbol code organizational program is established within the subconscious mind, you may awaken with the answers to your target questions simply appearing within your mind in a form of direct cognition. You may also find yourself experiencing reading dream, or movie dream recall. In these experiences, the data that has been subconsciously programmed into the symbol code reveals itself to you as you begin to awaken, appearing within the inner vision as text written upon a page, which you can literally read for content. For more visually oriented individuals, images, still pictures, or running movies may appear, rather than written text. The text or movie dream impressions indicates that the symbol code program has effectively taken within the subconscious mind. The monitor retrieve command works on a subliminal level automatically, and the dreams are translated into a format most familiar to your waking consciousness. When you reach this level of dream retrieval, do not worry about focusing upon the symbol code as you awaken. Keep your eyes closed, your body still, and allow the text or imagery to flow through your mind. Concentrate on the material as it runs through your mind, intending to remember the content as clearly as possible. When the data stops running, slowly open your eyes and record what you remember in your notebook. If you open your eyes or move the body too quickly, you may lose the flow of data. Data retrieval from the subconscious mind in dream state is most clear when consciousness makes a slow, subtle transition from the subconscious mind into waking awareness. With practice, you can become accustomed to being awake and aware while your consciousness is stationed within the frequency bands of the subconscious mind. You can then train your consciousness to make a slow climb into waking awareness. Mastery of this skill will imprint the reasoning mind with new neural passageways that will allow you to enter into the cellular memory at will for conscious retrieval of data. Such advanced skills requires practice in becoming aware of and directing the focus of your consciousness. Exercises such as the monitor technique, as well as various forms of meditation, creative visualization, and projection of consciousness can help you to develop skills in consciously directing your consciousness through the various components of mind. These skills are the beginning stages of mastery of the conscious focus within the dream state and the entry point to a whole new world of multidimensional frontiers to explore. Dream realities will eventually lead you to multidimensional cognition and mobility. Developing skill in maneuvering the contours of dream reality will accelerate the process of unifying the components of mind and levels of identity, and expedite the process of soul integration. The Keylonta Code Pre-Activation Exercise. The Induction Technique. This exercise utilizes the direct induction of primary Keylonta symbol codes into areas of the body and bioenergetic field. Induction of these organic Keylon codes will serve to reorganize the existing crystalline blueprint Keylon code structures within the body cells and bioenergetic field into arrangements more conducive to mental, emotional, and physical balance and frequency harmonization and integration between the various components of mind and levels of identity. The Keylon codes work subliminally to affect the components of mind by creating harmony of vibratory oscillation rates between the energy units and particles that compose the various levels of multidimensional identity. The pre-activation Keylonta symbol codes do not add or delete from the existing Keylon code organizations of the morphogenetic body. They simply arrange existing codes into more effective patterns. In using this exercise as indicated, an overall improvement of mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual balance should become apparent, as well as improvement in centering and directing personal energy. Balancing of the existing Keylontic structure of the body prepares the physical body and the embodied consciousness to receive more higher frequency energy, identity, awareness, information from the soul matrix, and accelerates the process of soul integration. The induction technique is to be done from a waking state of consciousness, not in association with sleep. Following the completion of the exercise, it is useful to relax for 10 to 15 minutes, and if you fall asleep during this period, it will not detract from the effectiveness of the exercise. Things you will need for this exercise. A. The Keylonta symbol code placement chart. B. 4 Keylontic symbol codes, pre-selected from the Keylontic symbol code placement chart. C. A small bottle of fragrant essence oil, such as the kind used in aromatherapy. If you do not have essence oil, you may use any type of baby oil or body lotion, but we recommend essence oil as the fragrance is concentrated and more easily affects the mind and body on the subliminal levels. D. A private, quiet setting in which you can comfortably recline undisturbed for 20 to 30 minutes. Subdued lighting is recommended, but not required. Soothing music with a relaxed, slow tempo and no words can assist if outside noise is a problem, but natural silence is preferable whenever possible. The exercise. Begin the exercise by removing any tight clothing. For greater comfort, we recommend removing all clothing during the exercise. Place the Keylonta symbol code placement chart and the essence oil within easy reach, then recline on your back on a comfortable surface. Calm your mind and let all thoughts drift away from your attention. Focus on the rhythm of your breathing for a few moments and consciously slow the breathing rate until the body is relaxed. Give the command, "Body relaxed and receptive now," to the body consciousness and subconscious mind. This can be done mentally, but it is more effective if it's audibly whispered so that you can hear the command objectively as well as internally. Repeat the command slowly 3 times without interruption. Using the essence oil, place a small dot of oil from your fingertip onto each of the body areas marked 1 through 5 on the Keylonta symbol code placement chart. Then, with the symbol code chart in view, trace one of the 4 selected symbol codes over each body area marked 6 through 9. Using a small amount of the essence oil on your fingertip. Chart positions 6 through 9 correspond with chakra centers 2, 3, 4, and 6. When you have finished tracing the symbol codes onto the body, recline and close your eyes, allowing the aroma of the oil to expand around you. If you are breathing too fast and are not fully relaxed, it will be more difficult to feel the sensation of the aroma spreading. By slowing your breathing and concentrating on the aroma, you will deepen your state of relaxation. Focus again on your breathing rhythm and glance at the image of the first symbol code that you traced on position 6. Focus your attention on this position of the body and begin to visualize the symbol code spinning clockwise in a circular motion over the body area. Imagine the front of your body as the face of a clock, with the digit 12 at the head and the digit 3 at the left, etc. Spin the symbol code towards the left for clockwise rotation. As you mentally spin the symbol code, imagine that it is slowly moving inward, through the skin and into an imagined center line of energy that runs vertically through the center of your body matter. This energy current exists. It can be viewed with higher sensory perception and is frequently called the main vertical current. Move the spinning symbol code into this center line of energy in synchronization with your breathing rhythm. Move the symbol code inward as you inhale, then as you exhale, stop the symbol code movement at whatever level you sense it to be, and resume moving the symbol code with the next inhale. Repeat the inhale movement exhale stop sequence until you sense that the symbol code is positioned within your body directly in the middle of the internal center line beneath the chakra on which you traced the symbol code. Once the symbol code is positioned within the internal center line, breathe 4 to 6 breaths, feeling the energy of the symbol code expand until it feels about the size of a grapefruit, still within the same area of the body chakra center upon which the symbol code was traced. If you are sensitive to the subtle energies, you will feel a stopping sensation as the symbol code has reached full expansion within the chakra. Continue to pay attention to your breathing, and as you inhale, imagine that you are collecting energy into your body. At full inhale, pause for 5 to 7 seconds. Then exhale in one smooth flow of air. As you exhale, imagine that the symbol code within the internal center line is expanding as you fill it with the air and energy, by imagining the breath of your exhale moving into and filling the symbol code. Stop the expansion movement at the end of the exhale. Pause, inhale, then again exhale and expand the symbol code. Repeat this exhale symbol code expansion sequence until you have expanded the symbol code outward beyond the perimeters of your body. Feel the energy of the expanded symbol code surrounding you like a large bubble. Sensitives will notice a stopping sensation as the symbol code bubble reaches its natural point of expansion within the level of the bioenergetic field that corresponds to the chakra into which the symbol code was induced. This sensation indicates that the symbol code has been successfully programmed into the Keylontic crystalline blueprint for that chakra and the DNA strand, body systems, level of consciousness, and bioenergetic field level that corresponds to that chakra. Complete the symbol code induction process, as described above, for the 3 remaining symbol codes, over placement position numbers 7, 8, and 9 on the Keylonta symbol code placement chart. When the last symbol code has been successfully induced, take several slow, deep breaths and clear your mind as completely as possible. Now imagine a current of gold-colored energy running from the top of your head through the internal center line of the body, out the soles of both feet and into the ground. Breathe the current of energy upward with each inhale and downward with each exhale for several minutes while holding this visualization in mind. Complete the exercise by giving the command, "Body at rest, program completed," repeating the command 3 times. The induction technique exercise needs only to be implemented once for the Keylontic symbol code realignments to begin within the crystalline blueprint of the morphogenetic Keylon body. However, the exercise must be completed in one sequence with no interruptions for the program to work effectively. If you are disturbed or fall asleep during the exercise, start from the beginning again at another time. Following the successful completion of the exercise, it is helpful to allow 10 to 15 minutes of rest or sleep before becoming active. It is also helpful to drink several glasses of pure water during the 2 days that follow completion of this exercise. The process of Keylontic symbol code induction is an application of Keylontic science. The exercise provided is a rudimentary demonstration of this technology in motion. Once you become familiar with the process of bioenergetic Keylontic symbol code induction, you can learn more advanced levels of application through which the DNA and various levels of the body and consciousness can be literally programmed for higher performance. In other books, we will explore the construction of the 12-strand DNA package, the silicate matrix gene code. Once the overlay structure of the DNA is understood, Keylontic symbol code induction can be used to activate dormant Keylonta codes and repair and replace missing codes within the DNA in order to expedite healing and accelerate personal evolution through the process of soul integration. Many of you already understand the validity of mental energy dynamics and realize that your waking mind is the literal director of energetic substances on numerous levels of experience. For you, these exercises will be easy and you will sense the significance of their processes. More of your populations, however, possess little or no comprehension of the validity of mental energy dynamics. Exercises such as those presented in this book may appear silly or irrelevant to a consciousness unfamiliar with the inner workings and structures of mind, matter, space, time. Let us remind you that in using these techniques, you are employing advanced energy programming modalities that represent operational applications of Keylontic morphogenetic science. Keylontic science is the most advanced school of scientific thought presently available on Earth. Keylonta is the only contemporary science that takes into account the natural structures of 15-dimensional physics and addresses the mechanics of the morphogenetic fields that exist beneath and within all observable creations. Using applications of Keylontic science may seem foreign to you because you have had little experience in dealing consciously and directly within a multidimensional framework. Like all humans, the skeptics among you also possess a crystalline Keylontic body upon which the manifest biology and identity are built in a dream self that represents a more conscious aspect of the reasoning mind. Your dream self is a portion of your consciousness that has access to the Keylontic morphogenetic body and to greater amounts of information, and it can synthesize much more complex data at a faster rate than your reasoning mind is able to do from the waking perspective. Your dream self knows well the science of Keylonta and the language of the Keylontic symbol codes, and it is a master of mental energy dynamics and projection of consciousness. To the skeptics, who might laugh at and dismiss mind technologies such as those demonstrated within these Keylontic exercises, might we suggest that you consider that there is a portion of your own awareness with which you are unfamiliar, which holds information that you need to function more effectively within your waking state of consciousness. That information waits within the domain of the Keylontic body and the dream self, but only you can command it to appear. Your dream self will be your best ally if you apply yourself to developing this relationship, and Keylontic morphogenetic science will be your greatest tool in directing and accelerating the process of your evolution. If these exercises are approached with a negative or skeptical attitude such as "prove it to me," you are operating out of a belief that the dynamics of the exercises are false. Just as in the case of dream recall, your ideas about the subject will serve to enable or block the process. A skeptical attitude will translate on a subconscious level into a subliminal command that orders the biological suppression of the experiences and memory that would reveal to you the true validity of these dynamics. For this reason, we suggest using these exercises only after you have cultivated an open attitude and sincere curiosity. For with an open attitude, you are far more likely to achieve the results that will allow you to prove to yourself the realities of which we speak. The coming period of 2012 through 2017 marks a period of physical and bioenergetic changes on Earth that are unprecedented in recorded human history. Developing skills and technologies of mind and applied Keylontic morphogenetic science will assist you to create adaptability of body and consciousness. We hope that you will enjoy the exercises we have provided in this book, and that you will use them to your own advantage to further accelerate your soul integration process. Through soul integration, your race will take its next evolutionary step towards biological and spiritual maturity, to one day emerge within the realms of pure knowing and at one-ment with the eternal creative source. Speaker Vald Myron, Ronthen Kiana Matrix, Ranthia Transmittance Pattern, February 26, 1997, updated January 15, 1999. Thank you for listening and exploring the Voyagers content with me. I hope you found this information as intriguing and thought-provoking as I did. If you enjoyed this content, please give this video a like and subscribe to be notified when the next part of this series is released. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and I will see you in the next part of this series. Bye-bye.